A gang of Bitcoin fraudsters made so much money from an online scam, they bought new cars for strangers in pubs and landed out £5,000 gift vouchers in the streets. James Parker from Blackpool began orchestrating the scam in 2017 after discovering a glitch which allowed him to steal money from an Australian cryptocurrency trading website. The move allowed him and his associates, Kelly Caton and Jordan Kane Robinson, to siphon off more than £20 million worth of credits over a 3-month period. Assisting them in their scheme was Parker's corrupt financial advisor Stephen Boys, who earned the nickname Rodney from Only Fools and Horses and helped the trio launder the stolen funds. Boys worked with the UK national based in Dubai to convert the cryptocurrency into cash. It was then laundered through various foreign-based online accounts. The gang splurged their fortune on luxury items such as watches, houses, cars, and designer goods, including a £600 wine cooler, while keeping more than £1 million stashed away in various bank accounts. At one point, the gang were making so much money, they ended up simply giving it away to strangers and people that they met in the pub. During the trial, Boys told the courts how he took £1 million cash in a suitcase to buy a villa from Russians he met in the back office of an estate agent and paid £60,000 to pay off corrupt officials so he could carry on laundering money. The gang were eventually rumbled following an extensive investigation by Lancashire police, who worked closely with international law enforcement in Australia and Finland to bring the gang to justice. Police were able to recover 445 Bitcoin, which was then worth around £22 million, which will now be returned to the victims. Detective Sergeant David Wainwright of Lancashire's Police Fraud Unit said, "The scale of the fraud in this case is absolutely staggering and led to the suspects literally having more money than they could spend. I would like to pay tribute to all the agencies who work closely together to bring these people to justice." The spokesperson said, "A significant amount of the laundered assets have been returned or are in the process of being recovered on the behalf of the Australian cryptocurrency exchange." The prosecutor, Jonathan Keller, added, "These offenders use the internet from the comfort of their own homes to obtain tens of millions of pounds worth of Bitcoin which did not belong to them." James Parker evaded capture, but he died before he could be brought to justice in 2021. I just want to say rest in peace, James. My condolences go out to your family. The other members of the gang were sentenced to 15 years in prison between them after being found guilty of fraud, converting and transferring criminal property. So Stephen Boys was found guilty of converting and transferring criminal property and he was jailed for 6 years. Kelly Caton was convicted of fraud, converting and acquiring criminal property and jailed for 4.5 years. Then you had Jordan Robinson from Fleetwood. He was found guilty of fraud, converting and acquiring criminal property and he was also jailed for 4.5 years. So guys, this is a new story coming in where scammers made so much money. They were handing out money to people on the street, buying cars for people in the pub. Absolute madness. It's your boy GT. Keep it locked, keep it real.